Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony X Morning Show. Happy 4th to everybody out there. I'm Tony T. With you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Giving live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks right here from that 15-game card from Major League Baseball, spread out throughout the day and night. Also in action from the CFL. Ladies take the day off here from W, but they'll be back here in action tomorrow. Let's go ahead then, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers, and give us that thumbs up. Really helps us build up our audience. Do it whether you watch us live or on the replay, because it really makes a difference to us in the algorithm. So we greatly appreciate that. So we'll meet the cappers and get right to the picks, so we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, for me, it was a little losing day. Went 2 and 4 yesterday. So losing day for me. Back-to-back losing days. So hey, you know how I roll. If I have 3 losing days, au revoir about my beard. So the beard in jeopardy today. But yeah, I love today's card. Definitely some great spots to make some money in the MLB. Some great action here. We got some good interleague games rolling along today. So can't wait for it. Should be some good games here rolling. Shout out to my friends from the South. Happy July 4th to everybody. Make it a good one. Be safe. Have some fun, though. Enjoy it. Get out. Barbecue a little bit, as everybody loves to barbecue. Little hot dog hamburgers. I'm seeing pictures and posts. People are barbecuing it up. I'm seeing ribs, and people got brisking, cooking, and smoking. So definitely enjoy July 4th. It's going to be a wild one because it fell on a Friday this time, so
yeah.
It's into like the long weekend. So definitely enjoy it out there, right?
That's right, Rob. I thought there for a moment earlier this year you might have joined us in this. Canada would have joined us in the 4th of July celebration, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen there.
We tried in my neck of the woods, in the province that I am. Our premier, she sure tried. She tried everything she could to be able to do that, but she just didn't get enough votes. She fell a little bit short, as they say, and tried to have that come to life.
Wow. So there's some news coming out. Valanciunas, who got traded to the Nuggets, says, no, thank you. I'm going to go to the European League. So he may not want to go to Denver. So that's breaking right now. So Valanciunas, what's wrong with it? Don't you want to play with Jokic? He goes, no, I'm going to go to Europe. He's trying to get a buyout there. So some drama there in the NBA. Never stops there. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's happening?
Yeah, speaking of which, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, speaking of which, I also read about Giannis saying he wanted to return to Athens eventually, maybe finish his career with the team he started with there. So yeah, it looks like might not be the only one trying to head to Europe.
Well, that won't be anytime soon. They're not going to pay him those max contracts. You better believe that. It might be when he's in his 40s.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. He's talking about buying a house there, and
because that's what we see. That's what we see the soccer guys do, right? They come once they can't get the big contract, they come to the States. So we're going to reverse the trend. Let's Chris, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Coming off a 2-1 day yesterday. We got that done. Had the Blue Jays there. They had a really nice series against the Yankees, so that was a good time to cash in there on them. And then we had to sweat one of our home run props all the way to the 9th inning with Dominic Canzone, but we cashed another one from the hit list. We're back on a 2-day streak here, looking to make it 3 in a row. So pretty good day so far. Appreciate everybody's comments back and forth. And as Rod alluded to, yes, we're smoking down here. Got 2 butts on the smoker right now as I do the live show. Got the timer ready to go, and ready to have a good 4th. A lot of fireworks in these games today, so we'll see what's going to happen.
Very good. Let's see. Alnitos, what's going on now?
Yeah, coming off a rough one myself, but looking for a big bounce back here on the 4th. Happy 4th, everyone. And yeah, looking for a good weekend. Hope everyone enjoys theirs.
Yeah, and we're going to say hello to Alex. I know it is one of the loudest places to be in the 4th of July is Vegas. I don't know how far outside it'll be from all the noise, because it is very loud in Vegas on 4th. I just want to know what's happening.
No, yeah, we'll be probably going down to Fremont Street, check out some of those fireworks and stuff. Have a good time. Baseball has been kind of rough. Went 0-3 in baseball yesterday, but I did go 3-1 in the WNBA. I'm 19-6 in my last 25 in the WNBA. Sometimes you just got to go with what's hot, But I do have one bet for you guys today in baseball, and that's it. I'm locking in.
Locked in with that single for today. Let's go to Brian. Brian, welcome in the morning on Friday.
Hey, good morning, fellas. Glad to be here. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Coming off a nice winning night again last night, 2-0 over on the premium side. Also gave out a parlay last night and hit for you guys also for the chat. So glad to do that 2 days in a row so far, 4-legger and a 3-legger. So just looking to get back to it today.
Very good. Let's go to Justin. Justin, what's happening?
Not much. Getting ready to do some little bit of traveling today. My food's almost done by the time the show's done. Had a rough one yesterday. CLV, man, absolutely nothing in the
Oh,
WNBA. Like nothing. So looking to bounce back.
yep. There we go. Some days like that. Look for the bounce back here. Yeah, I had a 2-1 yesterday. Tip of the cap to Robbie Ray. Closed it out. An old school type of start, right? All the way to the finish. And Ray didn't want to get taken out. He said, let me finish this thing. So shout out to Robbie Ray with another good outing yesterday, man. So got the job done for San Francisco. But let's get that was yesterday. We're going to not ready to win some today. Let's get to the game today here. Major League Baseball here. Looking at the starting lineups here, there was one change. It happened yesterday because they put Blackburn got put on the injured list. So Justin Hengelman will get the start for the Mets here. Kind of a minor league guy who's had a couple starts here, just a couple cup of coffee and horrible numbers in the minors, but they bring him in to face the Yankees and Stroman on the mound. Yeah, Stroman's on the mound. Let's bring this guy in. So that's what it looks like here today for the Mets there. That looks to be the only. Oh, Wu goes today for Seattle here. It looks like a pretty good pitching matchup. Falter and Wu. Wu moved to today here for Seattle there. So that's another change. And let's see. I don't see any other ones. I don't see any games in pink or red or whatever they do to for a high percent of rain. 80 degrees in Sacramento today there. But no, don't see any rain or any heavy threat of rain greater than 50%. So it looks like we could get these games in without any delay. Remember, we have an early start, Washington and Boston, 11 a.m. Eastern. So this thing starts about not too far away, about an hour and a half from now. So, wow, we got a game coming up here. Let's get to them here. Red Sox, Nats. The Red Sox and Nats here. Nats $1.06, total 8.5. Reds and Phillies. Phillies $1.55, total of 8. Cardinals and Cubs. Cubs $1.40, total of 10. So you know what's going on in Wrigley when you see totals like that. Yankees and Mets Subway Series here. Mets $1.25, total sits here at 9.5. We close the block here with the Rays and Twins. Twins coming back home, wounded. And they're after a rough road trip here. And the Twins $1.10, total 9.5. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, and looking at this block of games, I'm going to kick it off today with Boston and Washington here in this one. And for me here in this spot, you know what? I'm going to take a shot here with the Nats. It's a coin flip price. Giolito, you see what he's been doing. Sorokin, hey, he keeps trying to get better start after start after start. But you look at Washington's done in interleague games this year. They've actually been making you money. 13-10, you'd be up 5.5 units betting all Washington interleague games this year. And you bet against Boston in the road games against teams with that bad bullpen that the bullpen's over 4.2 ERA. Boston versus those teams this year, 0-6 straight up. So give me Washington on the money line in that matchup. And then one more I like here. Give me the under. Minnesota, Tampa Bay. I think it's up to 10. Man, I like the under there. I think we see a lower scoring matchup. Little on the bump for the Rays. Paddock on the bump for Minnesota. I think it's probably that as Tony alluded to. It's that long road trip in the first game back here, and it's a holiday to boot. Yeah, I think that's a low scoring one there in that one. Give me it's moved, so people think it's going to be the other way. So better for us. We'll take the 10 under Tampa Bay and Minnesota.
There from Rod. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Reds Philadelphia game, we're going to go with the Reds first five. We've got on the money line, we've got Andrew Abbott going. We know what he can do. He's been phenomenal for us. So at least while he's in there, we're going to take them on the money line. And that one, I'm going to go. It's a lean to the under with the Yankees and the Mets there. I mean, the Yankees just not really doing it here lately. So I lean under in that one. And then I'm also going to go under in the first one there with the Red Sox and Nationals. It's an early game, 11 a.m., 11:30 Eastern or 11 a.m. Eastern. Either way, it's still early for these boys. So I don't know if the bats are going to wake up this morning, but we'll lean under in that one as well.
There from Chris. Next up, we move on over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take a slight lean to Boston in the early game. Maybe the over as well with these two starters. I agree with the Reds in the first five, but I'll take the half run there with Abbott getting the start. He should do well enough to keep them in this game early. I like the Cubs -1. Could be a good game, a good series there, but I think with Ray over Michaelis, I'll take Ray in game one there. And I'm leaning towards the over in that Yankees Mets game.
There we go here from Al Ninos. We move on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, first thing that stuck out to me was the Reds being a plus 140. I like that a lot. You know, Andrew Abbott on the mound, been lights out, 7-1 with a 1.79 ERA. Phillies batting 226 versus lefties in the last 30 days. You know, Reds aren't batting that great either versus left-handed pitchers with Luzardo on the mound. Reds 215 versus left-handed pitchers this season. I do like the Reds to win this game, and I like the under 8.5. So I like that game there a lot. And we'll go with the Yankees Mets under. I just think Stroman, you know, I've said a lot about Stroman. I don't really like Stroman that much, but I do think he comes out today, gets Yankees back on track, gives you about 5-6 innings strong. I just worry about Yankees batting against this Hagman kid, a pitcher they haven't really seen. So, yeah, I lean the under. What are they in their last 30 days versus right-handing pitching? The Yankees are 211 batting average versus right-handing pitching in the last 30 days. This is just an under spot for me. So, yeah, I like the Yankees Mets under.
There we go from Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with these last three guys said between the Reds and Phillies game there. Did a video on that earlier as well. I do think the Reds can get it done here today. Andrew Abbott on the bump. Luzardo has looked rough. I know a lot of people are saying it's due to only a couple of bad games, but during his day starts this season, he has an ERA of almost 6. I do think that the Reds are going to be able to get to him today, and I think that they can figure out a way to hold the Phillies bats lower. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game, so I take the under 8.5 there. Also, between the Cubs and Cardinals, I do think that it's going to be a lower scoring game. I do lean towards the Cubs getting it done today, so I lean towards the Cubs on that side. And the Yankees-Mets, I think that game's going to go over. I think the Yankees bats are going to get going here today. I don't know if they're actually going to get a win for us, but I do think they can get some runs going, and I take their team total over 4.5.
There you go from Brian on over to Justin.
Yeah, the first one I like the Nationals first 5. I'll back Soroka. I know him kind of well. He used to be on my team. The Reds, like Abbott. And last 2 times he shut the Phillies down. So I'll take the Reds money line. Looking at plus 133. And I agree. I like the Yankees over. I think it flies over. I personally don't like Stroman. And this Mets guy, I never heard of him. So I like the over. And I lean towards the Twins.
All right, there we go here from Justin. Tell you what I think here about these games. Yeah, I'm going to come here with the plus price here with Abbott. Abbott's a guy no one talks about in the Cy Young discussion, but you see he's got 14 starts, ERA 1.79, whip of 1.02. But he's nowhere near. No one's saying a word about him, which is kind of strange there. Maybe it's Cincinnati's fault because they maybe have no PR. It's a little we don't need it. We don't need anyone talking about because we get big plus price with them. We'll take them, right? Why do we need all the publicity behind this guy? Just keep him under the radar. We like that. Looking here at Abbott on the road, 6 road starts, ERA 1.42, and this as Brian alluded to, Luzardo has not been good with one meal in those day games. Not very good. Reds against winning teams, 11-8 here on the road, returning 6 units. So they've been good in this role as a road dog against good teams. So I'll take them in this spot. I'm going to look at St. Louis here. St. Louis, they can hit righties a little bit. Chicago has not hit well here in the division. 218 at home in the 9 divisional games. We saw Pittsburgh really quiet their bats not too long ago. St. Louis bullpen has been pretty good. And Cardinals 5-3 on the road against these teams with a 5.46 win percentage. I like the Cardinals there with the plus price. And I'll look here at Tampa Bay here with Littell. Yeah, this Paddock, I don't know. Remember, Paddock was no good when he was with the Padres. You look at his day game, his past 5 games, ERA approaching 8. And I'm just not a big fan of Paddock at all. He's resorting back to that form he had with the Padres when teams were pounding him. So I'm going to look here in that spot in that one. Yeah, I forgot to mention Ray. Colin Ray's kind of a guy who had a really good start, fading a little bit here of late. And in fact, they used an opener for him not too long ago, which I think is for some starters, I always think that might be a little disrespectful, right? You're getting ready for your start, the matter tap comes, so, well, we're going to go with an opener today. You're going to sit down. That's got to be a little humiliating. I don't know how these pitchers take it today, but I know back in the day, there's no way a lot of these starters would like an opener in their games. I tell you right now, back in the day. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. Continuing here with the Major League Baseball, we move on over to the Pirates and Mariners. Mariners $1.94, total 7.5. Rangers and Padres. Look at this. We're seeing here the Padres about $1.07 here, total 8.5. Angels and Blue Jays. The Blue Jays $1.58, total 9.5. Brewers at Marlins. Brewers now up to $1.20. This one's moved a little bit here. Total 8. Tigers and Guardians. Here we got the Tigers at $1.15. A total of 8. We get started with the Rod.
Yeah, for me, middle block, like a couple here in this middle block. First one we're looking at is Texas and the Padres, right? You're looking at that number going, hey, why is that number the way it is? Weird number, right? Almost coin flip price for good reason. The Padres interleague games this year, 12-18. So losing record interleague wise are the Padres. Well, Texas, hey, 14-10 in their interleague games. And guess what? Kumar's going, and he pitches well in day games, 6-0 to the under in his day games. So I'm going to take the under in that one and lean to Texas to get the win in that matchup. And then another one I'm looking at is Seattle and Pittsburgh here. Give me the under 7.5. Low scoring battle there. You look at Seattle versus left-handed pitching this year, 15-7 to the under. Woo's on the bump. I think he deals against this Pirates squad as well. And you look at this Pirates squad after allowing 4 runs or less in 4 straight games, 12-2 to the under. So give me the under 7.5. Pittsburgh, Seattle, a couple in the middle block.
Here we go from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, I agree with that under in the Pittsburgh Mariners game. That could be sleep-inducing, even though it's during the day. You probably get your little afternoon nap with that one. So take the under there. I did the video on San Diego, Texas. I'm taking the Padres here. I'm not backing Kumar Rocker on the road, 11.34 ERA. Don't back Rocker any day of the week anyway. I think the Padres come back off of a 6-game road trip here back home and pull it back up and get the win here. So take them on the money line for the good price there. I'm going to keep riding the Blue Jays here. They didn't make the premium today, but yeah, we'll keep doing them. They're hot right now. You can probably take them on the run line if you want to for better price. I'm seeing some numbers a little bit higher than I'd like to take on the money line. So Blue Jays on the lean there. And then I'm going to back, I don't know. Reese Olson's been hit or miss here, but I'd still go with the Tigers on the money line on that one.
There we go from Chris on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Padres as well. And what should be a pretty good matchup, as Rod was saying. Rocker's been pitching pretty well here. Vasquez not so well, so that should make it interesting. But again, on the season, Vasquez still has the better numbers on the season. So I guess it depends which Rocker shows up, but it should be interesting there. I'm still leaning Padres there with their lineup at home. Go Mariners -1 there with Wu getting the start against Falter. And same thing, Blue Jays. I like the pitching edge there. Lauer. Hendricks hasn't been terrible himself, and the Angels been playing well too. But you gotta love what the Blue Jays just did against the Yankees. I think they stay hot here. I'll go Blue Jays -1 there.
Yeah, from El Nido, it's on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah. First off, with that Rangers and Padres game, I'm going to go with the Rangers there and the under 8.5. Basically, follow Rod. I agree basically with everything he said. Padres 18th in the MLB in team batting average, 244. 27th in the MLB in home runs. The Padres, a lot of people think Padres, you think offense with Machado and Tatis. 27th in home runs in that ballpark is, that's kind of staggering to see. Tatis in his last 10 games, 211 batting average. I'm going to take a shot here with Kumar. Hopefully he doesn't go to Guantanamo Bay. So, yeah, we'll go with Kumar Rocker there. Padres, Rangers. We'll take the Rangers -110. Then we'll go Blue Jays -1.5. Anytime I see Kyle Hendricks on the mound, you guys already know we're fading him. Blue Jays are hot right now. Hopefully they're not a little fat and sassy off that sweep with the Yankees.
You got to worry. Yep.
But I do think they get it done here on the 4th of July. Come on, let's represent. And for the Pirates and the Mariners, under 7.5. I like that a lot. Pirates got that long travel spot. You got Brian Wu on the mound. Falter's not necessarily too bad. 4.24 ERA in his last 5 road starts. It's, serviceable. I think he pitches up to the competition here. I am also going to touch Mariners run line just in case they rock Falter here. So, yeah, those are my actions. That's my action there for the middle slot.
There we go from Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at the Pirates-Mariners game there. Brian Rule on the bump for the Mariners, Bailey Falter for the Pirates. I do think that total stays under. We'll take it under 7.5. Do lean Mariners there on the money line. The Padres-Texas game, I mean, Kumar Rocker has looked better in his day starts, as Rod and Alessandro just alluded to, but I still think that the Padres, their bats are slowly starting to come back together. I think that they can figure out a way to get some runs on Kumar early in this game, and I know that the Texas has a better good bullpen. I think both of their bullpens are close to the same, but I think that Randy Vasquez can hold the Texas bats down today, and the Padres can find a way to win. The Blue Jays Angels game, you got Eric Lawler on the mound for the Blue Jays. He's been great for them this season. I lean Blue Jays in that one. Lean the under as well. And no, the wind's blowing out in that one. Don't take the under. Just lean Blue Jays. And then I don't know if the roof's open in that. And then the Tigers Guardians game. I lean Tigers, but I'm a little scared. Reese Olson hasn't pitched in almost a month, a little longer than a month. So his first start back, I'm a little sketchy with that. But the Guardians just haven't been great at home, so I lean Tigers.
Yeah, from Brian on over to Justin.
Yeah. As far as the Mariners, I love fading the Pirates. I mean, they've been beneficial lately. They've been hot. They gave who an extra day. Give me the Mariners -1.5, a little bit of plus money. Rangers, Padres. I see the line moved up to 9 now. I'll go under that. Shouldn't be too many runs. I don't have a problem with Velasquez and Rocker. I don't know. I ain't a fan of him. Blue Jays, Hendricks. Sandra said it best. Blue Jays -1.5. I'll try the Guardians. The only time you can take them is when they excellent. They always beat the Tiger. For some reason, they got excellent numbers against them. I don't know what it is recently, but just for the middle of the years. So give me the Guardians with a little bit of plus money. And that was it for that slate, right? Yeah.
All right, there from Justin. Tell me what I think about this game. Yeah, I agree with Pirates Mariners under here. One of the things here is this Pirates bullpen has just been really sharp over their past 6 games, ERA of .38. They are 20-12 of the under on the road against righty starters. Mariners 7-3 the under at home against lefty starters. I like the under. Pittsburgh on the road hitting just .214. So let's see what they do here as they have to fly all the way up to that Seattle ballpark, which is a pitcher's park there. Yeah, I'm going to look at the Padres. It's a cheap price based on the price here. Padres is a home favorite. Interesting here. Even money to -150 this year as a home favorite. 12-3, returning 8 units. So they've been profitable in this spot as a home favorite. Also, you're going to have a 4th of July crowd there in San Diego. It's going to be rocking in there. They have a pretty good home crowd. That's all they got. They got nothing else. is the Padres. So I think you're going to have a large home crowd there. Rangers hitting .228 on the road. Which Rocker are you going to get? He's had a really rough time. And remember, he was demoted. He just came up from Major League. He was in the minors because he just had nothing in Major League Baseball. He had these great minor league stats, came in and just faltered there. So, but I'll look at the Padres here. Also note here that the Texas Rangers on the road as a dog here, 8-19, losing 9.5 units. So I look at the Padres in that spot there. I'm going to take the Tigers here. You know, Francona's not managing the Guardians anymore, so I'm not going to worry about the history there with Tigers and Guardians. Although what I've seen from this Guardians team is just not hitting the baseball, right? They go 10 innings, couldn't score a run against the Cubs yesterday. That's just this is a team that just can't hit. Detroit, at least, I know they had a loss yesterday, but at least they're hitting the ball. 314 over their past 6 games. The Guardians over their past 6 games hitting $145. And Ciccone, we got Ciccone here is not good numbers here at home. Guardians bullpen over their past 6 games, ERA over 7. And this year the Tigers are 5-0 off a day off, so they do have a bit of rest advantage here. And against winning teams, the Guardians 9-15 at home. The Guardians just have a really, really good home numbers, but that's going the opposite way this year. So if you're going back looking at 1+, 2+, 3+ seasons, better not, because this year the Guardians team at home is trending the other way. So I'll look at Detroit in that spot. And what else we have here? Oh, we do have Milwaukee. We have Milwaukee and Miami here. I'm going to take Quinn Priester. I'll take the Brewers here. I don't want to touch Sandy. That's rough. It's been a rough year for Sandy this year. He's on the trading block. Maybe he's trying to pitch himself into another team. I don't know. But Milwaukee does hit the ball well on the road. Priester, his past 5 appearances, ERA under 2. The bullpen's working well for this Brewers team. And against these bullpens with ERAs of 4.2 or higher, the Brewers 11-6 on the road against them, returning 5.5 units. At home against winning teams, this is interesting because Miami's been piling up wins, but at home against winning teams this year, Miami 5-14, losing 7 units. So they've been beating up some of the bad teams. To their credit, they're getting the job done, but against winning teams, it's been a different story. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show as we'll close out baseball with these final 5. Orioles and Braves. We got the Braves here, $1.71, total of 9. White Sox and Rockies. We got the White Sox here. Look at this. Look at this one. This was like $1.10. White Sox road favorites, $1.23, $1.27. My goodness. What's the world come to? Total sits here 11. Astros and Dodgers here. The Dodgers, $1.76, total 9. Deuce to the over. We're seeing 9.5s pop up. Royals and D-backs here. We got the D-backs, $1.09, total 8.5. We close it out with the Giants up in the shelter against the Athletics. Athletics back home here. Athletics favored. Yes, favored, $1.07, total of 10. $1.10 in some places, but still you can find them favorites in places right now. So the Athletics home favorites here, total 10. To the over, we start with Rod.
Yeah, for me, a couple I like in the late night block. You know what? Give me old man Morton on the bump for Baltimore against Atlanta and Strider. He hasn't given a whole lot of mustache rides this year. He's been up and down like this. So I think this Baltimore squad, both these teams 4-6 in the last 10 games. You're gonna give me one team at a plus 150. Okay, I'll take a shot with the plus 150 team there. Give me Baltimore in that one. You know, everyone's gonna hump Atlanta and be like, "Oh, it's old man Morton." Oh, give me Baltimore there. Another one I'm looking at here is Kansas City. What have they been doing on the road? Rolling right along has been Kansas City. I can't touch Arizona. You know how much I love Arizona. Not. You look at this Royal squad playing some solid defensive baseball, allowing 3 runs or less in their last 2. They went into Seattle and looked good doing it. Nice comeback win last night again. And guess what? They're 10-2 when they allow 3 runs or less in 2 straight games. So give me Bubic on the bump in that one over Arizona. Give me the Royals.
There we go.
And then take the over. Conspiracy is on the bump for the Dodgers. So I understand why that line is going up. And we see what Conspiracy is. Ben is serving meatballs here to get off some fireworks for July 4th. Take the over in the Dodgers game.
There we go here from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Orioles and my Braves, I think we got Charlie Morton. We know Spencer Strider's been hit up lately. We know Charlie Morton can get hit up. We typically don't go over with the Braves game, but that's where I'm going. I think both these guys get hit. I don't know how long Strider's going to be in, and you know, we know what happens when the Braves bullpen comes in. Things just kind of go south. So I take over 9 in that one. I think we see a lot of runs on both sides there. I think Strider can get hit. Morton can get hit. I'm taking at this price, I'm going to take Adrian Hauser with the White Sox there. Fade is Sensatella. It's probably the first time I've taken the White Sox all year, but we'll take them today. And then looking at the homeless and the Giants there, I'm going to go with JP Sears, fade Justin Verlander at home. Take the Athletics on the money line on that one. And then let's see what else we got. And then, I think you just got to go. I'm going to go Dodgers run line there against McCullers. I know Ben Conspiracy has been rough too, but I think the Dodgers run line is the way to go on this one.
Yeah, from Chris. Yeah, the guy in the chat. Yeah, it's the Tigers aren't coming off the rest advantage. It was the Athletics coming off the rest advantage. There, I was corrected there. We move on over to El Nidos.
Yeah, not much value on this block, I guess, but and I can't blame Rod or anyone else for taking a shot on Morton and the Orioles here at this price. But if I had to make a bet on this game, I'd lean Braves -1 here. Again, not much value. Have not bet it yet or anything. It's just my lean on this game. Also leaning White Sox first 5. You said again, it's pretty surprising to see the White Sox favorite on the road here. Again, not much value there, but that's where I'm leaning. White Sox first 5 there with the pitching advantage with Hauser, who's been pitching well this season. Also leaning Dodgers -1. Again, just the lean here. The Astros could very well show up, and again, they haven't played their best baseball on the road, but plus 160, can't really blame anyone for taking a shot on them either. Going Royals first 5 again. That one was a bit of a heartbreaker, especially with the comeback late. I was on the Royals first 5 yesterday. They lost that, then came back to win the full game, but I'll be right back on the Royals first 5 there with the pitching advantage with Bubic on the mound. Rodriguez pitching pretty well and has good numbers against these Royals, but I still think Bubic is the better starter here. And that wraps it up for me. I'll agree to the small lean to the Dodgers over as well. Yeah.
Just want to make a note here with the Dodgers in case you missed it. Muncy is on the injured list. He took us as one of the White Sox slid into third. and slid right into Muncie's knee. And he's got a bone bruise, so he'll be hit the injured list. So Muncie out, Miguel Rojas will be in. So just a change there with the Dodgers. So Muncie hits the injured list with that bone bruise, taking that knee, as one of the White Sox went head first into third and made contact with his knee with his helmet. So that's the story there. On over to Alessandro.
Yeah, no, with that news, it's still not going to affect me. I'm going to go with that over there in the Astros-Dodgers game. You know, you got McCullers on the mound. He's 1-3 with a 6.61 ERA in his 8 starts this year. I'm expecting him to get rocked. I like the Dodgers for a side as well. High-scoring game in July 4th for the Dodgers. I like that a lot. And then, I'm going to back Rod here. I'm going to go to Old Man Morton at the plus 150 price. He's, 3-0 with a 2.88 ERA in his last 5, pitching really well. And I can honestly make a case that the Orioles lineup is a lot deeper than the Braves lineup. So, give me the Orioles there at the plus price. For that Royals D-backs game, I like the under 8.5. You got Bubic with the 2.25 ERA, almost 100 innings of work this year. I think Rodriguez is going to pitch up to competition here. And, Royals dead last in the MLB in home runs with 58. So I like the under 8.5 in that game. And then for the last game, give me the Athletics minus 110. I just see both pitchers getting rocked, but in a, slugfest type of game, I'll take the better lineup, and I think the Athletics have the better lineup. So, I like a lot in that last slot.
There we go here from Alessandro. Move on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with a lot Alessandro just said there. I like the Athletics tonight to get the job done. I like JP Sears a lot tonight. I think the Athletics are going to be able to get to them and get the win there. I like the White Sox on the money line tonight versus the Rockies. I also like the under 11 in that one. I think Adrian Hauser can hold back the Rockies' bats. Santatella is a gas can half the time, but I don't think the White Sox are going to explode tonight for a shit ton of runs. I think we can get the under 11 there. Astros Dodgers, they got Lance McCullers on the mound for the Astros. The Dodgers got Ben Casparius going. Both of these guys can give it up. I think we're going to see a lot of runs in this game. We got beautiful. I mean, it's a little cooler today, 74 degrees, but we got wind blowing out. I think we can get up and over this total. Baltimore Orioles and Braves, you got Charlie Morton and Spencer Strider. I think I agree with Al Ninos on this one. I think the Braves can get it done here today. I'm going to look for them to get it done on the money line.
Yeah, from Brian on over to Justin.
I'll start off with, I'm going to fade my Braves today. Give me Uncle Charlie. Come back to Atlanta and crush us. We ain't doing too good. This ain't our year. I'm done betting on them. Give me the Orioles with that big plus money. Give me the White Sox, their favorite. I don't like Santatella anyway. Matter of fact, give me the White Sox first 5. I don't want their bullpen in it. Give me the Royals and Diamondbacks. Give me that under. And the Giants and Athletics, you got Verlander and Sears with a 10 total. Let's go over 10 of that. It should fly out in this little part.
Here you go with Justin. Tell me what I think about these games. I'll take the plus price here with the Orioles here against Atlanta. Baltimore has been hitting the ball of late, 291 over their past 6. Atlanta against righties at 248. The Orioles bullpen over their span of a month here, ERA of 3.30. You look at Atlanta against losing teams. Yeah, they are 11-10, but they've lost 6 units if you bet them as favorites. So I'll take Baltimore that plus price there. And I'm going to look at the under here. KC in Arizona. KC just 238 against lefty starters. Bubic 8 road starts, ERA of 1.88. You look at Rodriguez over his past 5 starts, ERA of 1.98. D-backs, believe it or not, they're a good metric with their bullpen, which is horrible everywhere else, is against the American League. So they've been fairly respectable against the AL this year for this D-backs bullpen there. And also the KC bullpen on the road has been very respectable. And KC has been 6-3 the under on the road against teams hitting 255 or lower. Against lefty starters, D-backs 6-3 did the under at home this year. So I'll look at the under in that one. I did to correct myself, saying the Athletics, they do have a rest advantage here against the Giants. And San Francisco on the road against the American League, 7-11, losing 5 units. Again, based on the hitting, I'll look at the Athletics in that one as well. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We got you through the baseball. The W returns tomorrow with 3 games. I think I already see a line in Liberty 4.5 against the Storm. But now we'll move on over to the CFL because we have 1 game a day here for this week. So tonight, let's see, tonight we got Hamilton at Toronto. If that's correct on the 4th here. We're seeing here Hamilton 4, total 53. Rod, what do you got there in the CFL for today?
Yeah, for me, looking at this game, that thing skyrocketed. Everybody's humping Hamilton in that one. Everybody and his dog that's everywhere I look, everywhere I see. Everybody's like Hamilton, Hamilton, Hamilton. And it started yesterday. Hamilton sucks. Give me Toronto in that one. You're now getting 4 points with Hamilton. That was a line that everybody was like humping at money line, -1, -1.5. Well, guess what? You get 4 with Toronto now. And Toronto, their first game back at home off of a road trip. They've been solid, absolute money. 15-4 ATS wise over the last 3 seasons. Is this Toronto squad first game back at home off of a road trip? Nice, good game on that road trip as well. Toronto on the money line as well after an offensive output where they're averaging 7.6 yards per play. 15-2 ATS wise. Yep. Give me the Toronto Argos and the +4 you get in that matchup.
There you go from Rod. I don't know if you noticed this, Rod, but yesterday in the Cub game, out of relief, going 5-0 for the year, Chris Flexen.
Flexing, right?
Flexing
We might see him. Yeah,
just keep him away from the starting role. Keep him away from the starting rotation. Just let him pitch an inning or two. Maybe that's what you want to do. But Flexen is somehow, some way turned around his career because this dude was nearly out of baseball. He was just getting hammered the past several seasons. But Flexen has somehow, some way turned around his career. In case you happen to miss that, if you don't there,
he always should have been a reliever, not a starter. I think they threw him out there as a starter too quickly, and definitely. So I like him. I don't have a problem with Flex, and we've seen some good stuff from him. So I hope he continues success and has a good career as a middle reliever. Hey, never know. Don't throw him out as a starter though. No, it was never pretty.
Yeah, but the money.
We like him as a starter, so yeah, throw him out there. We don't mind.
Flexen's contract when you're a middle reliever, it's a massive difference when you're starting rotation. Well, but hey, if that's what it takes to stay in baseball, then that's what it is. You're not a starter, Flexen. You're not going to get the big bag. That's the way it is. All right, guys, we got you through the. Anybody else in CFL? Just throw it to Roz. So nope. I don't think so. All right. That's here on the Tony Morning Show. Now time for our Parlay Purple segment where our captain's giving a parlay, team player prompt, game of the future, eating contest pick. You never know what you're going to get in this segment. We're going to start with Rod.
Well, I already gave it out about 5 days ago. You got to take Joe Chestnut over his hot dog eating total. He's perturbed. He's mad, as they say, being dissed. So you got to take over his total on the hot dog eating because he's coming out with some fire. So I think he's got a good shot that he eats 80 hot dogs today. So watch out. Joey Chestnut's busting that record up for people here today. And that one. So, but parlay for me, let's take the Nationals on the money line. Hey, let's take the Guardians on the money line. And guess what? Let's fade them Dodgers. Take the Astros on the money line at that big, massive price. It's too big to pass up. Casparius is on the bump. That guy can be 8-0 before he even gets off the bump. Give me the Astros. Throw that into the parlay, little 3-teamer for you.
Someone mentioned the trap. I think Dodger fans have gotten over that trap. Maybe they'll never get over that trap. I was going to say that. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe they never will get over that thing there. We'll see. We'll see if Joey will he be pushed. That's the question. Will the competition push him to 80? That's the question mark. But again, if you get the world champion, that's just more endorsement money because these guys make money outside of this, right? This endorsement and all that stuff, and so there are some positives. There are some situations here where you may want to go look at over because then again, just helps his brand. But again, I don't know if the question is, will someone push him? Because nobody really can push him. He'll be like a secretariat in the stretch, right? The Belmont. Head of the field, but we'll see how that rolls on. Over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll take St. Louis money line, Padres money line, Brewers money line, and I've got a ton of home run props on the video today. We'll talk about that later, but one of them I'm going to take. They're going to have to start. They're going to look at this guy and test him if he doesn't stop hitting home runs. But we're going to go with Jerkerson Profar with the Braves today. He's got 2 in a row. I think he goes for another one on Old Man Morton. He's already got one off of him before. So we'll take him for 3 days in a row here. He's at plus 850 today. People don't think he's going to go back to back here, but I guess you better watch before he gets tested for PEDs again here. But anyway, Jerkerson Pro for our home run.
So there we go here from Chris on over to El Ninos.
I'm going to go Reds with the half run in the first 5. I'll take the White Sox money line first 5 and the Royals money line first 5.
There we go from El Ninos over to Alessandro.
I'm going to go with the 5-teamer here. We got Reds, Phillies under 8, Blue Jays run line, Orioles money line, Dodgers, Astros over 9, and then I sprinkled the Twins, Rays under 10. I like that a lot. 42-1 odds on the 5-teamer.
There you go. Alessandro. Here we
Why
go.
not?
On over to Brian.
Yeah, we're gonna do a 3-teamer today on this one. Let's take the Reds first 5 money line. Let's take we're gonna take the Reds first 5 money line, the Brewers money line, and the White Sox money line.
There we go. From Brian on over to Justin.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 4-teamer and a home run prop that I really like today. Give me the Reds Phillies first 5 under 4.5. Give me Brandon Lowe RBI. Give me the Dodgers money line, and give me PCA over 1.5 bases. That'll get you plus 1162. And give me Brandon Lowe plus 280 to go yard. And I bet it.
There we go. From Justin, tell you what I like here with these. My parlay here, I'll take the Reds plus money. I'll take the Rays here, and I'll take the under with the Pirates and the Mariners. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. We just gave you our free plays, but our best bets are over on the website over at Tony'sPicks.com. The link is in the description there, so you guys will be able to find the site. A lot of great content up here as well. Of course, our leaderboard showing you our top performers here. Rod, one of the top performers here for the year over at Tony'sPicks.com, like he was last year for the year. We'll look at here with Rod here, 4,372 units of profit over at Tony's Picks. Rod, what you got for sale?
And for me today, I got a nice little 5-pack for you. 4th of July, Friday 5-pack. You can grab that. Or if you're just looking for that one bet, hey, my MLB play of the day is sold separately, but it is included in that 5-pack as well. So definitely head on over, scoop that up. But it's Friday, so grab that 3-day pass. You get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Throw on Monday as well. So, hey, you'll that 3-day pass turns into a 4-day pass. Can't go wrong with that over at Tony'sPicks.com, or also take advantage 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. Can't go wrong with that. Having 2 cappers putting your money into your pocket here on the 4th of July weekend. You can't go wrong with that at all. So definitely jump aboard with your 2 favorite cappers, and let's put some money in your pocket this 4th of July. Let's make it a good winning weekend here.
The winning weekend with Rod over at Tony's Picks. He's ready to roll with his 5-pack, play of the day, and more. Long-term subscriptions, way to go as well. So get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's take a look. Here's rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com with Chris. See what Chris has got for sale right now. Chris, what you got?
Well, I got you a couple things today. Usually don't do a 5-pack, but we went that way today. I saw enough that I like to put that together. I do have a 3-pack of money lines. You can also get the 5-pack, which includes those 3 money lines, but it also includes 2 totals that had very strong information on there. So just buy one or the other. Don't buy them both. You're going to get multiple plays there. But yeah, 5-pack today on it. Got a best bet in baseball if you want to buy that one. Use the promo code TonyT checkout. Save you the 15% off all of that. Season pass is still up on the site there. Get you all the way through the World Series for one price. On that 2-for-1 capper, like I tell you guys every morning that I'm here, 2 people put money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. So hop on that with your favorite cappers, put them together. And then, yeah, just going to continue to try to keep doing well here in July baseball. And, yeah, like I said, it's very rare I get a 5-pack out there. It's a decent price today. So if you guys want to hop on board with that, grab that up. Grab 3 days, too. It'll get you all the way through the weekend. A lot of baseball still left to go. So, yeah, hop on something short-term, long-term, and let's get the money.
Get the money here with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the 3-packs up here, the multi-packs up there right now from Chris. Remember, all of our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. Get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. Long-term subscriptions up there as well. I know you guys like that 3-day pass on the weekend. Full cards here, MLB for the weekend. So get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's take a look, see what's rolling on here with El Ninos. El, what you got for sale?
Yeah, I got my $19 Grand Slam up there. Also got a later play that I like kicking off. I guess it starts later than my favorite play of the day, but could get there. That should get there with at least a 3-pack today. There's definitely some value on this card. Definitely a lot of good games, but yeah, gonna get there. Should get there with a 3-pack, and always your best way to go is always get those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes and make sure you get all the steam plays that way.
Very good. Yeah, again, Elnia's over at Tony's Picks. You see his one-day passes up there, long-term subscriptions as well. Remember, all of our long-term subscriptions include late Steam plays. Our member plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but we can handicap throughout the betting cycle looking for late plays for our long-term subscribers. If we see a play that we like between 10 minutes and 2 hours over game time, we put it in the system, and that play is immediately emailed right to your inbox using the emails you use when you sign up for service. Late Steam available on all long-term subscriptions. So go ahead and get on board with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's take a look, see what's going here on the site here with Alessandro here for today's action. Alessandro's been red hot in the W. What you got for sale, Alessandro?
No, yeah, baseball has been a little cold. Yesterday, I went 0-3, so I locked in on one winner today. I just want to win on July 4th, guys. I want to enjoy my July 4th. We got one game. We're smashing it. We just want to go 1-0 today, and then we'll start focusing on this weekend. This might not be the weekend to hop on a 3-day pass with me. There's no UFC or anything. It's just baseball, WNBA. I highly suggest, maybe next weekend checking out that 3-day pass for me. But yeah, guys, lock in on that one bet I got for you guys. A lot of homework done on that, and I just want to win today, July 4th. Let's start it right, 1-0.
Start off with here with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks, best bet on the board, profit guarantee. Get on board with Alessandro over at Tony'sPicks.com. They'll show good profit over the last 7 days on all sports combined. So get on board. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony'sPicks.com. We'll see what Brian's got for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Brian, what you got?
Yeah, for up on the slate today for you guys, I got my best bet, my $19 best bet of the day in the MLB. I also have a 3-pack up there, all MLB plays for you. Doing pretty well the last few days. Had a winning day 2 nights ago, winning day last night. Just starting to bounce back, trying to stay consistent for you guys and give you guys daily winners. As always, use that 2-for-1 capper promotion and pair me up with your favorite capper. 2 people putting money in your pocket is better than 1. And use that promo code TonyT checkout. Save yourself 15%. Let's get ready to have a winning weekend.
Winning record with Brian. See profitable here over the past 7 days. Best bet on the board here from Brian, profit guarantee. And you just go down, you'll find Brian's long-term passes, also an MLB season pass. A lot of baseball still left. Oh boy, we got another 3+ months of baseball there. So good time to get on board with Brian over at Tony's Picks. Remember, the season pass also includes all postseason action. Let's take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. Talking with Justin. Justin, what you got for sale?
Yeah, I already got a triple stacks uploaded. That'll be all I have today, but definitely piggyback what everybody said. Pair 2 of us up. You don't want to go one day and catch somebody on their cold streak or their hot streak. Me personally, I took a bath yesterday in WNBA, so I'm looking to bounce back, looking to sweep today. Like I said, let's have some fireworks. Let's go 3-0.
Go 3-0 with Justin with his triple stacks up there. 3 top bets of the day to make it the profitable 4th of July. 1-day pass profit guarantee. So get on board with Justin over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can also look for his long-term subscription. So get on board if you would. Multiple capper promotion. Match up with your favorite capper and get signed up. All right. I've got a best bet on the board right now from Major League Baseball, as well as a 3-pack from baseball. So I'm a really good year in Major League Baseball for the year. So get on board with me with the best bet or the 3-pack or a long-term subscription. A lot of baseball this week. So you can get that 3-day all sports pass. Get all my baseball for the weekend and get signed up and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. That will save you that 15% off. Guys, we're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Approaching the 50,000 subscribers right now over on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel with lots of great content. Not just a live show, but we're going to show you the content we have over at Tony'sPicks.com. Happen to miss a live show, all you have to do is head on over to our site here at our YouTube channel, type in Tony's Picks in the search, and there you'll be able to find the replay of our live show. Just hit the live tab. You can watch our replay of our live show. Also, we have a members feature. If you'd like to support us, hit the join button. You'll do that. You get early access to my videos. Just a way to support us here for the work we put in the channel. Our happy hour, there will be a happy hour today. Rod will host it with the cappers to join him as well. So check it out there. Also, you can watch the replay of the happy hour over on our YouTube channel. Matter of fact, hit the video tabs. A lot more on-demand content. Chris will tell you about his content up there. So will Brian. Kevin Thomas coming in with the baseball game up there. El Nino's. Ron will have some content up there, KBO and more. So check it out. Spreadsheet play of the day up there as well. So check it out. My videos go deeper dives on some of these games, on all the games, I should say. And a lot of pitching stats, a lot of trends, a lot of numbers there. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Also had that compilation video. We put all the plays in one video for you there to make it convenient. So check us out on the YouTube. If you would also hit the short tab, you're going to find some shorts from the cappers as well. I know El Nino's with his -1 short. Brian will pop in some shorts as well. We'll see some of the crew also delivering shorts for you. So check out our YouTube channel. Lots of great content. We'll let the cappers talk a little bit of what they have to offer on the YouTube channel for you. We'll start here with Rod. Of course, happy hour and more up there on the YouTube, Rod.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, the W's back tomorrow. So those videos yesterday, we did good. We were 5-0 on those. So definitely go check those out. We got a couple more coming back tomorrow. As we alluded to, W's taking the day off today, so no videos up there. But hey, those will be back tomorrow. And then definitely we'll run a happy hour today. So see everybody 5 p.m. Eastern. Definitely tune in. We'll get some more winners there as well on the happy hour show.
Absolutely. Well, I also want to give a shout out to Ron Crawford. 4th of July birthday to Ron Crawford listening in to breakfast. So happy birthday to Ron Crawford. We'll shout out there to Ron. Of course, Chris got content up there as well up on the Tony Speaks YouTube.
Yeah, I guys got you a little deeper dive into that Texas-San Diego game there. Also got you, I typically do 3 to 5 on the home runs, but it's 4th of July, so I threw out 7. I ended up with about 34 last night. I was looking at all the way up until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I found just 7. Now there was one that was taken off. I didn't realize he was hurt, but I've replaced that already. And I will be updating the comments, so keep up with that. I'm not going to give you 34 home runs in the comments or anything. I'll whittle these down, but yeah, we keep finding winners there, finding weak spots for these pitchers, and just keep cashing in on that. Seems to be everybody's enjoying them. I love all the comments you guys are doing. Justin always in there with the comments. I appreciate him. Already tailed that one this morning that he put out there. So go check it out. We're cashing in on those good plays, and yeah, just keep looking to put out the good content.
Yep, check those contents out for more content. There's, of course, El Nino's always looking for the dogs and either the -1s.
Yeah, I have a feeling Chris goes 4 out of 7 today. But yeah, back to me. I got 3 dogs for everyone in that video, and also got the short -1. I was also thinking maybe start throwing in some first 5 shorts there for everyone just to mix it up a little bit in case you're getting sick of the -1s. But that's definitely going to be my short, my more consistent short moving forward. But yeah, go check them out.
Check them out there. And of course, Alessandro got you with USC videos. We'll see occasional shorts from you here on this one in the mornings.
No, yeah, I'll pop those shorts out. Overnight bets, at least look at those lines, try to get ahead of them. Last night's under would have cashed. Yeah, the pitching changed. You know, Wu didn't pitch, but I still like the under 7.5. That ballpark's at night, sleep-inducing. You guys already know. Tony's been preaching that for a long time now. I'm going to back that always. But yeah, I'm going to, try to get more shorts out for you guys. No UFC this weekend. We'll have some UFC for you guys next week. And yeah, some college football and NFL football breakdowns coming soon. Super excited, guys. Let's make some money today.
Yeah, my Phil Steele will be here any minute. But actually the online version is also. So actually if you buy the mail-in version, you get the online version for free. So I've been able to look at a little bit of that as well. Brian, content as well. Catch here on the happy hours on the weekends. Of course, you got a video on up there as well today.
Yep, I have. You can catch me on the weekends here on the morning show. You can catch me in the afternoons on the happy hour. I've been posting a couple videos here and there for you guys on the YouTube channel, trying to get daily content out, get you guys some winners as I can. I will be coming in with some shorts more often. I'm going to try to do some player props maybe for games, especially for today. I see some pictures that I'd like to throw out some props for you guys, so I'll get those up here for you shortly.
Yeah, good. Of course, Justin, we have here in the mornings. We see here on the 2-3 zone with Ramon and company there with the W.
Yeah, every morning, 7 days a week, I'll be on the morning show unless something comes up. It's funny you even brought the 2-3 zone. I might miss my first one due to traveling back home today. I'm unsure, but I already spoke to Ron Crawford, so I'm unsure. But starting this weekend, I'm going to be doing prop shorts and prop videos for both WNBA and for baseball. So look forward to that. And every time I see a video, especially Chris's, like, I always comment, leave a play or something like each one teach one. Let's win together.
Absolutely. There. Great. Exactly there. Guys, lots great going on over at TonySmith.com. Soon we'll be documenting team totals as well as Nerfies, Yerfies on our site. So those of you buying long-term subscriptions, our program is almost done with the testing of the Nerfies and the team totals. That will be part of our overall ranking. Anything team will be part of our overall record keeping there on the main leaderboard. And once we have that done, then we will move into bringing in MLB props. And we'll be selling props, but they'll be at a different price points, obviously, than the team sports or the team betting options because the props a little bit of a smaller betting limit, but the team stuff is higher limit. So we'll keep that on the main leaderboard. We'll have a separate leaderboard for the props. That's coming up in the future at TonySwitch.com as I got everything planned out here. So once we get the team, once we get the Nerfy and the team totals up there, then we'll go to work on the player props, and we'll first introduce baseball there. And of course, those of you buying long-term subscriptions, those will all be part of the long-term subscription packages when you buy them. So a lot of great things happening here at TonySwitch.com, a lot of development and more coming up here on our website. So make sure you check it out. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the show. Back again tomorrow. Anybody have anything to say before I close it out?
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. Let's make it a winning day.
Happy 4th to everybody. We're going to wave goodbye to you. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony's Fix Morning Show.